Welcome to Time to Chew. It is 2026. I've been sharing about keeping a vision, people make declarations, want things to happen in their lives, different things to happen. And unless you do and say different things and begin to do, visualize it, so on and so on, you'll never ever have a different 26 than you had of a 25. But I'm here to share this morning about, let me read Jeremiah chapter 1, verse 5. It says, "Before I formed you in the womb, I knew you." I'm talking to you that's watching this. "Before you were born, I consecrated you. I have appointed you a prophet to the nations." In other words, God has a plan for our lives. God knew us before we were ever born again. I have some questions about this verse that just come to my mind. How could God know Jeremiah before he was physically conceived in his mother's womb? How could God know him before you were ever existed in the physical or natural realm? I'm not just talking about Jeremiah, I'm talking about you that's listening. God said he already knew you. How could that be? How could God know Jeremiah before he had any physical or substance, like before he was ever in the womb? How could he know? I believe it happens with the same thing that any creator or inventor, they all start out with the same thing. You see the background here. You see it's orange, green, blue, on an angle. See, this was conceived in somebody's mind. This back here. This was conceived in somebody's mind before it was ever put up. So before it was ever put up, somebody already sees it. And they already see the colors. They already see what it looks like. They already know. But before it was even put up, they already had it on the inside of them, on the inside, in their mind. They could see it. That's the way God is with us. It is so amazing. You can never, ever, now I'm talking about 2026, you can never, and it will never be built on the outside first. You already have to see it built. You already have to see it on the inside of you. If you don't see it on the inside of you, it won't materialize on the outside. Before this wall went up, and before the colors went up, and before the boards went up, it was already conceived in somebody's mind. Do you understand? If you ever come to our church and you see the stage, I seen it on the inside before it was ever put up. People couldn't figure out what I was even talking about, but as I told the builders what kind of material to get and how to build it and so on and so on, and once it got up there, people are going, "Wow, this is amazing." But where did it start? It started on the inside. Now, let me say this, because God knew Jeremiah before he was there. God doesn't show any favoritism. You're as precious to God as Jeremiah was. So he already had a plan for you. See, Jeremiah's life was forethought. He already had a plan for Jeremiah. He already has a plan for you. 2026, let this be so ingrained in you that God has a plan for me. Say that. God has a plan for me. I just need to spend time with him, spend time in his word, renew my mind, and begin to see myself where I'm to be, what I'm to be doing. When that happens and you start speaking it out of your mouth, it will be so. It will be so. God of the universe conceived your life in his heart and in his mind before you were ever your mom and dad's thought. Isn't that exciting? Nobody on this earth is ever born by accident. God literally, every baby that is ever born, he already knew. He already had a plan for them. Whether they walk that plan out or not, see, he didn't make us robots. We have to turn around and we have to get in sync with God. In other words, we're not going to follow the Holy Spirit. We're going to work with the Holy Spirit. And the Holy Spirit is here to lead us, guide us, direct us. And he's here to comfort us. He's here to give us wisdom, whatever we're needing. So as we work with the Holy Spirit, our lives will unfold and great things will happen. Why is it important for you to get this? Oh my goodness, I have so many people say, I don't know why I'm on this earth. I don't know how. Do you think God even has a plan for me? See, the issue is they don't know where they originated from. They think they came from their mom and dad. On Sunday morning, I'm going to deal with this subject. Tune in to Edmonton Faith Nation or get the app. Go to the App Store, get Edmonton Faith Nation. And down at the bottom on Sunday morning at 10:10, you go down and hit Watch Live. And you'll see this message unfold and you'll get a revelation of what God really has for you and what he wants to happen in your life. He has a great plan for you. And Jeremiah talks about an amazing, great plan, not a plan to harm you. So if you're in a situation, a circumstance where you think, I can't get any worse than this, why did it get to that place? Because of choices that you made. Because maybe you didn't see where that trap was. See, the Bible actually says that the Holy Spirit will show us the traps of the enemy. Tune in to Edmonton Faith Nation. Yeah. Watch this Sunday at 10:10 to hear this message. My wife has got an amazing version of Galatians 2:20. You can read it in whatever version you want, but let me tell you, I'm going to get her to share on Sunday morning that tidbit that we got to realize. I'm not going to tell you what it is. You need to tune in on Sunday morning, Edmonton Faith Nation. Or you can go to YouTube, look up Edmonton Faith Nation, but it's better to get the app. The app has so many things. It has Bible schedules, Bible reading. You can read through the Bible in 1 year. You know, if we're not going to make changes and stick to those changes, then our 2026 will be just like 2025. Love you guys. See you on Sunday.